Hi, Alex here from Rebeloper.com and welcome to day 18 of ASD App Store domination. And today we are going to demystify CocoaPods. So let's get to work. Okay, in the previous episode we have shown what safe area layouts guides are and how you can use them. But all of these top anchors and constraints can be a lot of work and a lot of coding for you to do. And that is, we are going to use framework from a GitHub repository, and that is LBTA components. In our project, as you can see, there is a UI view anchors extension, and it is fairly simple to use once you get the hang of it. And I will just add this pod into, the pod is the version of this LBTA components from GitHub that you can integrate into your projects. And anything that you see on GitHub, any projects, any resources that you can see that says that it can be integrated via CocoaPods, so installation is available through CocoaPods, then you can do this following this video. So what is CocoaPods? Let me just go into CocoaPods. Okay, let's search for that and let's take a look at CocoaPods.org. And CocoaPods is essentially a dependency manager for Swift and Objective-C Cocoa project. And of course it has a lot of libraries, and here you can see how you can install it, and it's pretty simple if you didn't already done so. So let's open up terminal here and simply just type in this sudo gem install CocoaPods. Let me just copy this out so you may see what you really need to do and paste that in. And this will install CocoaPods. Of course, I will not install it now because I already done so in the past. Okay, now that you have CocoaPods installed, it's time to create a pod file. Now, what is a pod file? A pod file is a list of your pods. The pods are like LBTA components or any other GitHub repository that can be added to your pod file. Okay, first of all, we create a pod file and then we add our pods. So let us just navigate to our project by typing in cd and the space and then dragging in our folder, and let's hit return so we are inside ASD Magic. And now all you need to do is type in pod init. So this will, and hit return, of course, this will create your pod file. Here it is. And now let's open up our pod file in Xcode. And first of all, here you have a bunch of things that you really don't need to consider now. First, let's add our platform of iOS 11.0, that is the minimum. And now let's add our pod. So what you need to do is add pod LBTA components. Okay, so let's do that now. Let me go back to Xcode. And now let's simply just save this out. Let's close this. And finally, let's go back to our terminal and type in pod install. That is the second and the last command you need to remember. As you can see, some files have been created here. And the most important one is this ASD Magic Xcode workspace. From now on, you will need to work in this Xcode workspace, not in the first original one, but in this one. From now on, you need to open up this one only. And now, let me just close all of my versions of Xcode, and now let's open it up, and here we go. Here we have our ASD magic, and here we have our pods project with our pod file. If you want to add more pods, you can do so here. And of course you need to again pod install in terminal. And now let me just do some quick refactoring here. Let's hit Command B so we may build everything, so we may get the auto completion ready. Okay, let's import LBTA components, and now all we need to do is delete. Well, I would just simply comment out all of these lines, and this translates auto resizing mask into constraints, because we don't really need it anymore, because LBTA components takes care of them. And now let's anchor our custom view. Pretty easy. Anchor, and I will just use this one, and the top will be our views safe area layout guide dot top anchor. Our left will be our views dot safe area layout guide dot left anchor. Okay, a bottom will be nil, right will be nil, top constant, well, for now let it be just 0, so you may see that it is the same as we did. One last thing, the width constant should be, I would just uncomment this, it should be this width, and the height constant again our width. Okay, let's build and run again. Let's select our iPhone X simulator and see that with this single line of code you have just added your custom view. So let's take a look at this, how all of this looks. Okay, you might get this error. Sometimes Xcode doesn't really realize the module, but there you have it. It compiles and it builds as succeeded. So here is your red custom view. So there you have it. How you can add any pod through CocoaPods into your file. CocoaPods is demystified. Really, this is all the things you need to know about CocoaPods. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, go ahead and create your first pod file with any type of CocoaPod. You can see a whole list of them on the CocoaPods.org site. You can search for it. So go ahead and create your first pod, and as usual, I will see you in the next one. Good stuff! Now, if you want to see more of this video and want to boost your app business, go ahead and take a look at my 30 days challenge, App Store Domination. Go ahead and click the link down below, and I will see you inside ASD, App Store Domination. Let's get to work.